Hi, beautiful souls. Today I want to share a little bit of light on the spirit of adventure, exploring, and pushing ourselves outside of our comfort zones when it comes to resting in certain places and our environments. Many dear ones stay in the same environment for many, many years. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody is entitled to do whatever they feel is right for them. But there is something to be said in that becoming a comfort zone. You get familiar with everything that's around you, and then you get into a place of FOMO, fear of missing out. I remember experiencing that years ago when I was in the island of Fuerteventura, and so many people there are real lifers. Once they get there, they never leave because they're afraid of missing out on something. And of course, you're not really missing out on anything. There's only so much growth that you will experience in one place like that. That's my personal perspective on, living in that area for the 6 years that I did. So a lot of people stay stuck, and it was difficult to leave. It was difficult not because I necessarily formed such strong friendships that I felt I couldn't form strong friendships elsewhere. There's lots of wonderful people in this world, and we can always form new friendships, but it was because of the island itself. So what I want to share is that sometimes it takes a little bit of a stretch to go, okay, right, I love this place where I live, but there's lots of wonderful places in this world. And for me to experience more, maybe there's something to be said in listening to my heart and to my calling, because your heart will tell you sometimes. And a lot of people just shut it down, close it off, and then things become uncomfortable. And then they start to realize, oh, certain things happen. Maybe the neighbor's playing up beside them, or something else like that kind of thing. So if you've got anything that is indicating to you that maybe it's time to just have a look around, maybe it's just a holiday you need, maybe you just need to go somewhere where you wouldn't normally go and experience a different culture, a different perspective, even going somewhere quite remote, just what might you do just to up level the experience of the environment in which you live? I think a lot of people just don't feel the signs that are going on around them, and they don't always listen to their hearts and don't always take notice of what their heart is communicating to them. Lanto's digging a hole. There he goes. That's his great creation, digging himself into Australia. That's his hole that began looking like Tasmania at one point, and now it's just getting deeper and deeper. So this is what I want to share, is just feel your environment, look around you. Have you experienced what you need to experience there? Or maybe is it time to go and travel elsewhere? And then come back. You can always come back. But listen to your heart. Listen to what is calling you. Because there's so much to learn in this world. And it's not just about learning, it's about remembering. So when we learn, we're basically just remembering stuff we already know. It's opening up the fields more, opening up the heart more. Just allowing all of the petals to fully radiate and receive everything that we already know ourselves to be. And when we do move around, we remember different aspects of different timelines. And then in those rememberings, we receive and retrieve different gifts that we had in different time frame realities. So, you might be, say, somewhere like in Japan. You might be walking around, enjoying the fresh air, listening to the sweet bird song, and out there in nature, in the woods. And then you might suddenly feel something within your heart, and then this expansion occurs, And then you recall a lifetime when you were out there in that very environment. And then as you just allow yourself to feel that frequency, you remember aspects of that which will enlighten and light up this lifetime too. You see, when we open up and we move ourselves out of places and we put ourselves in positions where we have to stretch and put ourselves into places where we explore and adventure, we remember, which we call learning on a human level, but we remember our multidimensionality, and then that calls back our gifts to us. And then as we call back these gifts from different time frames, we suddenly become the divine human, the superhuman, the human that is so much more than the human, the being that is multidimensional, not just here from this earth of the different accumulation of time frames, timelines, and experiences and existences that we have felt and experienced, but also from other places in this beautiful omniverse. And that also comes, if you haven't already experienced that, that's something that will certainly come more online for you, depending on how you expand and allow those fields to open up. And it's magical and it's wonderful, and it helps the now, and that helping of the now helps the all, helps the one. It's a beautiful world, it's a beautiful life, and we make it so by how we live. By how we live and how we embrace things. So be an explorer, dare to go out and adventure and experience so much more than your current environment. Go out there, listen to trees, talk to trees, hug trees, make friends with trees and wild animals, make friends with the sea, make friends with mountains and rocks, make friends with nature, listen to the nature spirits, listen to your heart, and keep opening up your heart. I send you many blessings, and I will be on my travels today. Peace, love, and joy. Like, subscribe, and share, please. Thank you very much.